The number of RDCs has gone to 146, and only 17 are being housed in local governments, leaving many without offices, and government is spending a lot of money to rent. Therefore, Right Honorable Speaker, we are proposing that annually we should be constructing 10 blocks, and therefore we are requesting for additional funding of 6.3 billion. Facilitation to the Secretariat, Right Honorable Speaker. Oftentimes, many issues have been raised about the performances of RDCs, and therefore we are requesting for facilitation of the Secretariat to keep managing issues that the office may receive to handle administratively. And in relation to that, we are proposing for additional funding of 1.5 billion. Facilitation to presidential advisors. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, 139 presidential advisors have been appointed, and they have a funding gap of 5.1. We are recommending for the provision of 5.1 billion to enhance the facilitation of presidential advisors. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, Apex platform is monitoring economic unit that is housed in OP, and they have a funding gap of 29.415, and we are requesting for appropriation to meet this gap. Monitoring and mainstreaming of manifesto commitments. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, we have a funding gap of 1.85 billion, and we are requesting for enhancement of this money to facilitate them. As we are faced with a lot of insecurity challenges, Office of the Prime Minister will wish to monitor this exercise closely, and we have a funding gap of 1.5 billion. That is what we are requesting for. Under State House, that is vote 002. Presidential donations year in, year out, and daily. The Office of the President is receiving many requests, and many pledges are being made. We have a funding gap of 30 billion. That is what our committee is advocating for. Poverty Alleviation Initiative, President's Office under State House has initiated a learning unit in relation to poverty alleviation, and they have a gap of 14.2 billion. We are requesting for that support. Retooling State House, Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, they have a funding gap of 27.02. We are requesting for that funding gap.